What's going on, y'all? This is Sean from yourhealthatthecrossroads.com, your health, your body, your decision. I just wanted to share with you guys 7 things I believe that personal trainers want you to know. Being a personal trainer myself, I have the perspective of one, and I found that there are some misconceptions out there, as well as some misunderstandings that people tend to have when it comes to choosing to use a personal trainer. So if you could just hear me out, you might already have a trainer or you may be looking for one, but I want you to just hear me out and check these things out that I'm about to tell you, these 7 things that personal trainers want you to know. All right, number 1, we personal trainers want you to reach your health goals at least as much as you do. And what I mean by that is, okay, so say you want to lose 30 pounds, okay? So when you tell us that, we interview you, we ask you various questions during that interview and come up with a plan for you. We encourage you, we push you, we hold you accountable. Your goals essentially become our goals. There's not really much of a better way to say it. So when you're going out there, you know, we're encouraging you to exercise and all this kind of stuff. It's not just this trainer just giving me something and they don't really care. We want your goals as much as you do. So when you don't reach your goals, it may hurt you, but it hurts us as well, okay? And when you do reach your goals, we feel like we're the ones that lost 30 pounds, okay? All right, number 2, believe it or not, we personal trainers eat cheat meals too, okay? There's this misconception that personal trainers always eat perfectly. We always eat our chicken, broccoli, and brown rice, you know, maybe sweet potatoes or whatever. We never drink soda. We never drink sweetened coffee. Yeah, if we drink coffee, it's totally black. You know, we're always eating chia seeds and quinoa and kale and all this kind of like other stuff that healthy people eat. Well, yeah, it's like sometimes we do eat those things, but every now and then we like to cheat too. Me personally, you know, sometimes I like to get a hamburger and fries. A couple of weekends ago, my wife and I, we went to Five Guys and had a good hamburger and some fries. It was good, I enjoyed it. Every now and then, I like Coca-Cola, but that's the thing I kind of stay away from because it's my favorite soda and I used to drink too much of it. So I don't drink it as much because I don't have as much of a taste for it. But I do like to, you know, eat a cheat meal every now and then. I'm not perfect. No personal trainer out there is perfect, okay? Number 3, and please get this. Personal trainers are not always scrutinizing you. Let me explain by offering an example from my life, okay? So over the years, even before I was a personal trainer up until now being a personal trainer, you know, I've given many different people advice on working out, on eating, and all that kind of stuff. And one thing I find is that a lot of times when I come across people, you know, who might be eating at a function or this or that, they're nervous around me. And so I might be approaching them like, hey, how you doing? But then they're like, Sean, I know I'm doing bad. I'm eating poorly. I've fallen off, you know, just woe is me, this and that. Listen, okay, now if I'm training you, of course, true, you know, I want to make sure that you're abiding by the plan because if you don't, you won't get the results. But sometimes I just want to relax. Sometimes personal trainers want to relax. They want you to be relaxed around them. So we're not always trying to look at you and like, oh, you eating mashed potatoes or whatever. You should be eating broccoli. You know, like we're not always doing that, believe it or not. So feel free to kind of relax around us. It makes us feel good too. It helps us be able to relax because we don't always like to feel like, you know, we're this big bad somebody who just always trying to condemn somebody because they're not doing the right thing. That's not what personal trainers are like. We're not always scrutinizing. Number 4, sorry to say this, but in some cases, you might need to reevaluate whether or not you're ready for a personal trainer. All right, case in point, at the Middle Georgia Wellness and Fitness Festival, I hope I'm saying it right, a couple of years ago, always in downtown Macon, I had the privilege of meeting a man by the name of Yanni Schamberger. Yanni was a former Mr. Universe. That's one of the big bodybuilding competitions, for those of you who don't know. So he was a former winner of the Mr. Universe competition, and he's a personal trainer as well. The reason why he was there is because he was training a lady by the name of Ernestine Shepherd, who happens to be the world's oldest bodybuilder. I think she's about 80 now, but she looks like she's probably about 40 years younger than that. Don't believe me? Then click link below and you'll see what I'm talking about. Truly an inspiration, truly. Anyway, he told me, because I had a chance to talk with him, he told me that when Miss Ernestine approached him to train her, at first he was like, okay, let me see if she's ready. So what he did is he developed a plan for her. He wrote out a plan for her, gave it to her, and asked her to follow it. Okay? And so it was a few weeks, I guess, when she came back to him, she demonstrated, or throughout the time she was using the plan, she demonstrated that she was following the plan. And so because she demonstrated that she was ready to follow a plan, she was ready to do whatever she needed to do to be a bodybuilder, then he took her under his wing, and the rest is history. Now she's in the Guinness Book of World Records. But my point is, whenever you decide that you want to have a personal trainer, you need to already have your mind made up that you are ready to do whatever you need to do. Because a personal trainer is going to take all of your information, and they're going to assimilate it. They're going to compile a program. I sound like a programmer, a computer programmer. But anyway, they're going to compile like a training and diet program for you to follow. And that plan is going to help you to reach your goals. Now, if you get it and you're like, well, I don't know, then you might not be ready for a trainer yet. I'm just being honest. Because again, if you're really ready to do this thing, then it really means that you have to be able to do whatever it takes. All right, number 5. Personal trainers want you to know that when we develop plans for you, there really is a method to what we're doing. So just stay with us. You know, say you get a plan and they tell you to start walking, for, however many times a week, however many minutes a time. And you're like, walking? I don't want to do that. It reminds me of a story in the Bible where there was a guy who went to be healed by a prophet. And the prophet just told him to go wash in like a dirty river like 7 times. I can't remember who it was. But anyway, he was like, wash, I want you to lay your hands on me and do some sort of big miracle or whatever, And so he was like, whatever. But then this guy's servant told him, like, listen, this prophet really does hear from God, so you might want to just do what he said. So he listened to his servant, did what the prophet said, and then he got healed, okay? So my point is, if your personal trainer gives you something you think it's maybe beneath you, or you think it's just not enough, or you think it's just like not really thought out, just give them a chance. Give them a real chance, because it takes time to get results, and you have to build on it. So trust your trainer. There really is a method to what he or she is doing. All right, number 6. Your training is going to be hard, at least at some point. It's going to be hard. And you know why it's going to be hard? The reason why it's going to be hard is because you are going to be doing some things that you've never done before. The reason why you have to do things that you've never done before is because in order to get different results, you have to do different things. I'm sure you've heard that before, the whole insanity definition being like doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So that means, okay, so say for example, you exercise, you're used to doing 30 minutes of walking 5 days a week. That's good. You were losing weight at some point, you stopped, okay? That's good, but the thing is, your trainer is going to give you something that's going to take you to the next level. So if you buck against it too quickly, then you're going to miss your chance to get results, because you have to challenge yourself. It's going to be hard, trust me. And your trainer knows that, and he's trying to make sure it's a gradual approach to being hard, but it's going to be hard, so you have to accept that, and you have to trust your trainer. Number 7. Your journey to losing weight, your journey to getting healthier, your journey to gaining muscle, losing inches, whatever you want to call it. Your journey to those things is a journey, okay? So buckle up, okay? So we live in a culture where you always have these commercials, these advertisements that feature these really cut, chiseled, fit individuals who are just in tip-top shape, and they're promoting some sort of shake or some sort of diet plan or some sort of exercise equipment that they say got them fit and having much time. But the truth is, they've been working out probably all their lives, okay? And so that's why they had those jobs as models, so that people can pay them to advertise their product like that's what got them fit when it most likely didn't. So anyway, it's gonna take time for you to get where you wanna get. We live in a microwave world where you get your stuff in like a minute, 5 minutes tops. But that's not reality. The way this world really works is that, just like the saying, good things come to those who wait. It's like you have to be willing to put in hard work for a sustained period of time to get results. So if you really want to lose all this weight or whatever, then it's going to take you time to get there. So buckle up. Stay committed to doing hard work for a long time. Trust me. All right, number 8. This is the last one. I think I said 7 before, but my bad. It's actually 8 things that your personal trainer wants you to understand. Number 8 is you are going to get mad at your personal trainer. Okay? Maybe some people here and there won't, but you know why you're going to get mad? The reason why is because your personal trainer is going to challenge you. He or she is going to give you some things that exert you, and they're going to do that over and over again, okay? And so at some point, especially if you're having a bad day, you just think it's just ridiculous, you're going to be frustrated, you're going to want to buck, and this is natural. But I just want you to understand that you're going to get mad, okay? I've been training people, and they're kind of like, all right, Sean, all right, and it's like, I understand, and believe me, I want to go easier on you or whatever, but I know that what I'm doing is going to produce a result in you. So trust me, stay with me on this. 'Cause I know you're going to get mad at me, but I just want to challenge you to just roll with me, be mad, okay, but be understanding as well. Your personal trainer is looking out for you, and they're going to help you get the results that you need. All right, y'all, so those were the 8 things your personal trainer wants you to understand. If this has helped you, then, comment below, subscribe to this channel. You can also click below to subscribe to my website, yourhealthatthecrossroads.com. Send it to folks, who you think it'll help, and I appreciate your time. Thanks, have a blessed one.